Good morning, YouTube. As I was heading to the gym this morning, I thought this would be a somber video. It's a very important day to me. My father is, or would be, 65 years old today. He passed away in 2012, long time ago. A long time ago now for me. I was only 19 at the time, but I try not to be sad as much on his birthday and Christmas. You know, this time of year always hits me very hard since he's passed. One thing that I recommend to people, to teenage, going into, your adulthood, if you're, spend as much time with your parents as you can. Because if you don't, it's easier said than done. Being a teenager, chemicals mixing in your head, all that, you're defiant, you don't want to listen, or you're just doing your own thing. I promise you, there's regrets that haunt you and will haunt you for the rest of your life. And that is the one thing that people should not have to live with, is regrets. Depression comes in a lot of forms. Anxiety's that twin sister. And regretfulness lives in between those two as like a pet, is my analogy behind things. But anyways, not to get into that news, happy birthday to him. Miss him every single day. Think about him every day. Great back workout. Wonderful back workout. I took a scoop and a half this morning of my pre, and I think that made the difference to just energize me. I'm never energized when I first get into the gym. I did sleep in for about 40 minutes instead of getting up at 2:20. I got up at 3. I hit I did some dishes, I did some cleanup stuff before I got here, or got to the gym, and I went hard. After about 20 minutes, I locked in. I gotta be quick, I don't have much time left. I've been looking at DJI, their version of like a GoPro camera. I know GoPro inherently is wide angle lens, at least that's what I found out yesterday. And for like your close-ups or whatnot, you're gonna look stretched, or the whole image is gonna look stretched. But the action camera, the Action 5, I think, DJI, looks pretty sick. So that's on my list, with their microphones, and that might be here in the new year for some videos, for some shots in the gym. But anyways, shoulders tomorrow. Peace.